Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. We're picking up right where we left off with a dragon egg in our pocket and no real answers to questions. Let's see. We're going to. What is next, I believe? Oh, actually, we can go do Transfigurations. Quest. Actually, let's speak with Sebastian, because I want to help his sister. We're gonna walk there just because I'm hoping with the Daedalian keys we could find 6 more. Um, these, like I said, we'll do those. There's certain quests that are the relationship quests are going to be priority. The assignments are going to be priority, and the main quests, obviously. Um, all of the side quests I'm going to focus on either after the series is over or right before the end, with a few exceptions. Like I said, the Daedalian keys, I like the reward, and so I might try to do that. Plus, we are about 65% of the way through. Bum, ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-ba-da-bum. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. We are in. Actually, it is April 1st on the time of filming this. No clue when this will actually come out, but gives you an idea of the behind the scenes here. The wife took out the little one, so they're having a. Actually, they're out with my wife's mother, so they're having a girls' day out. Oh, that way I can have some peace and quiet at home. Oh, quiet, take a nap, play some games, do some housework, relax. Okay, so we're going to be going this way, and we've already explored a lot of this area. Hello, Peeves. Again, I suppose it would be different in the in an actual event, but it's not. Peeves doesn't really concern me. Professor. Oh. Can we actually have a conversation? Yay.
Professor, do you have time to chat?
I always have time for my students. How may I help you?
I wondered if I might ask how long you've been teaching at Hogwarts.
Well, it's been what now? 7 swift years. Time does fly because we have fun. Essential, in my opinion. An eager, positive, and confident mind is the most open to knowledge, I find.
Some of the professors may not agree with your approach.
Well, each of us has our own style, I suppose. Some in the teaching field believe that hard work and dedication are the only keys to success. But they forget what drives those things. If one cannot fathom why some would expend energy on gobstones, then one is blind to the enormous power of play.
And that's why you teach the way you do.
Play is
Precisely.
insanely important.
I strive to be the sort of professor that I would have enjoyed in school. My experience was less cheerful.
Perhaps you wouldn't be who you are without that experience.
Had I received a more traditional education, well, enough about my student days. You are here now, and it would be a shame if you didn't enjoy it.
I'll do my best, Professor. Thank you for the advice.
You are most welcome.
It's very, very good advice.
Try to have a bit of fun today.
Yes, you should try to have fun every day, but learning should also be fun. It doesn't mean playing games and running around and doing that, but it should be engaging and fun and entertaining, and you could find ways to do that.
Revelio.
Obviously, depending on the subject, it can be harder for the subject, and not every single subject will it be appropriate for, but no, learning should be fun. You retain knowledge better that way. Whoop. There's something a ding-dangling. Ah!
Revelio.
Serpentine Beast window. Although Slytherins like to think this window is somehow a tribute to their house founder, it's actually a serpentine beast coiled around a tree that extends from the mouth of the legendary Green Man. Oh, okay. Does that window go up beyond the ceiling? I think it does.
Revelio.
Okay. I have no problem with you trying to help your sister, and I understand the importance of that book towards doing it. And casting Crucio once, I will not condemn you for. We were trapped. That being said, you are going down a very, very dark path, Sebastian.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it.
No.
That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominis. He wouldn't understand.
Oh, I don't like this choice. Especially because so far choices have been absolutely irrelevant in this game. It's one of the criticisms I have. But as far as...
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
I really don't like
And
how...
don't feel sorry for Ominis. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
No, it's for
I'll
your
decide
good.
what's for my own good.
And your good
Ominis.
only.
We were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominis. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
I don't blame you.
Ominis, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Oh.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know.
Yeah.
It would mean a lot.
No, I understand, Ominous. I definitely like him a lot more. Sebastian always worried me. Ominous, it's so you don't judge people. He came from a family that's not good people at all. But that doesn't... Look at the Blacks. Sirius came from that family and is one of the greatest heroes in Harry Potter. Second greatest Marauder. I'm a huge fan of Lupin. Lupin is my absolute favorite. Okay, so we're going to go to the library, but we're going to keep an eye out for the Daedalian keys while we are at it. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
Revelio.
With me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up
Uh-oh.
to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
In trouble, are we? Paid up to that?
It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Okay. I'll go to Natty first. And then we will go deal with the dragon egg. In the meantime, I'm just walking around Hogwarts with a, depending on when the law was passed, highly illegal dragon's egg. What can go wrong? Okay, since I'm here, we'll do this first.
Revelio. Revelio.
One of the first librarians of Hogwarts is depicted here. Rumor is that he had no tolerance whatsoever for noisy students and was known to use his liberal use of the silencing charm at the slightest sneeze. What? Oh. Hello there, little house elf.
Revelio.
You just carry on. I don't want to...
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
How would you know
Professor
that?
Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Sure.
Quiz.
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other
Shoot.
students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value
Ravenclaw,
knowledge the
I
way
don't
I
mind.
do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Sure.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was
Oh,
used in a game
it's
of
a little
Quidditch?
bird. Snidget.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicius.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Quaffle? Oh.
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now.
Thank
If
you.
you're inclined to
That was
test your
fun.
knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Sure.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The International Confederation of Wizards.
No, that's incorrect.
Aw.
The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Sure.
The Peruvian Vipertooth.
Brilliant! Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Oh, I think it was this. I think we saw one of the things, the well.
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Demiguise.
A demiguise.
Yes! While the
Thank
hide
you, Super
behind
Carlin
has the
Brothers.
power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Lethifold?
Oh, a Lethifold. Isn't that the thing that's kind of like the Dementors?
The Patronus charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a Lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Gamp.
Gamp.
That's it. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though
Oh,
it can be summoned.
It can be,
What does the Hogwarts motto
duplicated
translate
too.
to?
Oh, never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
So I don't think the basilisk produces eggs, because you get it by putting a viper's egg underneath a frog. The Ashwinder, I'm gonna say Runespore.
The Runespore.
That's right. According to Parselmouths, each of the Runespore's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
America. Well, it's not the Pyrenees or the Amazon rainforest.
Mount
So
Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult
Sire.
Sayre and James Stewart.
descendants of
What is the most powerful
Slytherin.
love potion known to wizard kind?
Amortentia.
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive. Such as dusty book covers, or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Sure, why not?
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Emmerich the Evil. Egbert the Egregious just sounds too alliterative.
Sir Agravain.
Incorrect. The answer
Gah!
was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
Haversacking.
That's right.
Yay!
Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when two chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Malaclaw, so... Evil claw, malicious, mackled...
Webbed feet.
No, the answer was bad luck.
Oh.
Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week.
Oh,
What
wow.
plant excretes stink sap?
Oh, Mimblinus Mimbletonia.
Mimblus Mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimblus Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
It's the only one I've heard of.
Linford of Stinchcombe.
Very good.
It's the only one I've
Centuries
heard of.
later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linford's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A single slipper.
That's correct.
It just
The
sounded
story
right.
was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
Oh. If it was the Scottish Highlands, I fear we would have heard about it in Harry Potter. And if it was North America, I fear we would have heard about it, and feel we would have heard about it in Fantastic Beasts. So I'm going to say this.
The Amazon rainforest.
No,
Oh.
the answer was North America. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy,
Occamy,
and has serrated
oh!
fangs and a bulletproof hide.
Okay.
Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Amset.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's
sure.
largest kelpie is also known
Oh,
by what other name?
Loch Ness Monster.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Gamp was the Laws of Transfiguration. Peveril, I don't. Peveril is the descendants of with the wand, and so I feel I would know that. So I'm going to say Etherly, but I've got a phone call, a text message. So one moment. I'm going to say Ethelred the Everready.
Ethelred the Everready.
No,
Oh.
the first minister
Oh,
was
okay.
Hewlett Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable
Okay, so
curses.
1700s.
You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student
Yeah, of
who
course.
appreciates
Knowledge
the
is
value
important.
of knowledge. You should be pleased with your performance. Not many students would have done
Thank
so
you.
well. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time.
Me too. It was very fun.
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Thank you. Oh, cool. Thank you. The book is designed to help guide the students who wish to pursue more complicated types of transfiguration. Professor Weasley often recommends it to her advanced students as a bit of light reading. It's only the intermediate.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Yes, however, I need to do a couple of things here first. We're going to come down here. And hello. Thank you. And a slippy slap. So that's 11. Beautiful.
Revelio.
I think that's a demiguise statue down there. Since I just can have access now, and it's not a problem. I'll find that later. What in the name of hell was that?
Revelio.
Okay. Hey, Alamora! Blah. What we get, what we get, what we get.
Revelio.
Well, hello there, you creepy, creepy little hand. In front of the equally creepy lady. Ah. Best to avoid these books if possible, due not as much to their tendency to fly from one's hands as their content being spectacularly drivel of no educational value whatsoever. Okay. I would have assumed it would have been because it's like Secrets of the Darkest Thoughts or something. But no, just they're just crappy books.
Fine now, demiguise.
There we go. I'm not going to go through the trial again, but I'm going to check to see if there's anything else here. In case I wasn't as thorough as I would have
Revelio.
liked. Okay. I love how I could just like wander around here freely now. Nighttime, all of this stuff. None of it matters. We don't need prefects wandering the halls or teachers. Oh, merfolk? That seems rather macabre to just have around. Oh, bless me. Oh, my stars and garters.
Revelio.
Yeah, okay, so that was that. Is there anything down there? Was I down there earlier? I don't think so. Maybe I was. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay. So I think now that's everything in the library all explored.
Revelio. Glacius. Revelio.
The Chudley Cannons. This is around the time where they would have been a very, very good team. Okay, let's see. I think everything else is done in here. Madam Not Pence is also nowhere to be seen anymore. Did she just, like, quit? Okay. Perfect. So we'll do this. We'll do the Dragon Quest, assuming on the time frame, of course. And then we will go do our Transfiguration class.
What have you done? Yes, I said forever, but this wasn't what I meant at all. Well, are you happy now?
Please wait.
Sorry.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you.
Ooh.
And she is right.
Ooh.
I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never
She's
listens
concerned
to me.
about your safety.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus.
Oh.
And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now.
Oh.
Much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
That is super cool. I want to be one. In real life. In here, but in real life.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time, it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Oh, okay.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs.
You gotta get dew from
And
a place
that is
that's been
just the
untouched by
beginning.
human feet for like a month.
Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu.
Really?
But Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary
That is
ability
super
to have.
cool.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
True.
She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form.
Ooh.
But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time.
I mean, if she's
Thank
a good
you for
seer, she
being here
can.
during that rather awkward conversation.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's go do the Transfiguration quest first. Just because it might be helpful for that, because I have a feeling that that's going to be a little more dangerous. Oh, God. Oh, so many stairs. My knees cry just thinking about it.
Professor, could you tell me how you and Natty ended up at Hogwarts?
I can. That is an easy question. We are here because of Professor Weasley.
You knew Professor Weasley when you were in Uganda.
I knew of Professor Weasley. As you may or may not be aware, Professor Weasley's work once took her around the globe. Without
Okay.
providing detail that is not mine to share, I can say that she was well known in our wizarding community for, well, sharing magical knowledge between countries.
Good for her.
Professor Weasley seems quite knowledgeable, so I'm not surprised to hear she'd do that sort of thing.
Indeed. Although I suspect there is much about each of your professors that would surprise and
That's why I've
impress
asked
you.
questions every time I
Such
can talk to you.
exchanges of information, ministry sanctioned or not, have occurred for centuries. It was an African sorcerer, in fact, who shared the unlocking charm with a certain wizard from London. A thief, rather unfortunately.
I see.
But back to your original question. Professor Weasley had heard of my work and life in Matabeleland and my time teaching at Wagadu. She was deputy headmistress at Hogwarts by then, and when the position of divination professor became available, she contacted me. Her timing was perfect. I had just foreseen a change in Nat's size and my circumstances and knew that we needed to leave Uganda. Natsai was as ready as I was for a new adventure.
That's good.
So, off
Gotta
we
be
went.
tough with
As
kids
you've
to move,
spoken of
let
your
alone
move,
across country.
she was quite kind to me my first day here, in Charms.
That sounds like Natsai. I'm glad she has found a friend in you. Now, I must return to my work. As I've told Natsai, do be careful. I had a vision earlier this year of her with a friend, flying on winged beasts. Perhaps unsurprisingly, she will neither confirm nor deny my visions, unless it suits her.
I mean, we got away safely.
Revelio.
Oh, excuse me. Baba.
Revelio.
Oh. Two, 5, so 4. And 1, so 3. Gah. Oh, is this the arithmancy
Revelio.
classroom? Yeah. The classroom where students learn about the magical properties of numbers of numerology. Though a great many opt instead to spend the period counting moon calves whilst nodding off at their desks. Are there moon calves around here? Or, oh, is that just like the wizarding equivalent of counting sheep? Okay. 7 and 0, so 1, and then 6 and 5, so 6. It does make sense that you would have to solve a arithmancy problem to get into the arithmancy class.
Revelio.
Okay, so oh god, 6 and 5 is 11, so we need 4. There we go. And 3 and 4 is 13, and 4 is 17, so we need we need a unicorn. Oh, that's 0. So we need a weird little spider crab. One of these days I'm going to remember. Let's see.
Revelio.
Okay, time to go. Okay, so 5, so 9. That would be Hydra Head. That is an interesting chalkboard.
Revelio.
This is a very interesting chalkboard. It would be good for like Jeopardy or Survey Says Family Feud. A little bit of exploring never hurts.
Revelio.
Oh, is that Cadogan? Cadogan! Sir Cadogan was allegedly friends with Merlin himself, and as such has become a sworn knight of the Round Table, although he is really known to the wizarding world. He is famous for his defeat of the Wyvern of the Wire, and has spent his days challenging students to duels.
Keep on, young scholars.
Nice to see you, Sir Cadogan.
Revelio.
Bump. Hi-ya. Oh, that's a door. Yeah. Bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Yeah. Hi there. Poor little fur baby. Playing in the snow.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
That's kind of funny.
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easy on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
If you're setting things on fire, then perhaps you ought to rethink your choices.
That's exactly what Aunt Matilda said. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
To you too. I wonder if he invented something.
Accidentally levitated Professor Ronan's sandwich once.
Natalie. My clone. Ha!
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Transform into an explosive barrel. Butterfly!
Beautifully done.
Natty. Nope, can't talk to you, can't talk to you, can't talk to you. Hey, clone. Fine, everyone die. Everyone! Well, that's all the spells I'm going to be learning, because I'm not going to learn the unforgivable curses. Ka-chow. Ka-chow. There we go. So I'm probably not going to learn any of these, at least not right now. None of these. So if 40 is the cap, then I have 14 more. So I have 11 more. Actually, I could learn all of. Perfect. There's no issue then. Learning still be able to get all of the stuff that I want, and then a couple of extra potion stuffs for poops and laughs.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Thank you.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Oh! Are we gonna bring Ravenclaw? Dude, Atmead? I'm awful with names. We'll do that one definitely later. We'll do this one now. Armit. That's close. Okay, let's see. We'll do this one, and then we will go ahead and call this episode here. Last few episodes have been running a little long, and I appreciate anybody who's sticking through with them. What? Oh, upstairs? Bye, losers! Actually, you know, I should probably bring High Wing so that but first first things first. Actually, I want to check to see how much gear slots I have open. Oh, okay. We will be taking care of that. And High Wing. There we go. But I remember.
Aloha Mora.
Ahaha. Very cool. I would spend so much time up here. Oh. This is exactly where I would be studying. Oh, sitting out here in this weather. Yep, this would be my app. Oh, I can't leave from up here. Okay, well, I'll just do it this way then. It is unfortunate that she can't mount a broom. I guess it's because no one else can get up here. It's all gobbledygook. We're going to go to the world map, and then we're going to go to Hogsmeade, and then we're going to go to here. And then we're going to sell a whole bunch of stuff, and then we're probably going to buy some stuff. And then we'll probably end this episode just because it's the perfect time. And then the next episode, we'll start with dragons. How's that for a teaser? In fact, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. By the time you come back, I will have sold some stuff, and then we will go and meet some dragons. Don't forget to have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and be kind to each other. Goodbye.